Hi there, this is the Healthy Butter channel. I'm Chris Butterworth. Glad you found me. Today we're going to review the Kettlebell Medley program that I'm doing right now. And then we'll talk a little bit about kettlebells in general. Let's start with reviewing this program. This video is in 4x speed. This was a 29-minute workout. You're seeing it in about 7 minutes and change. Like all of my stuff here on YouTube, it's a one-take video, one-take audio. So if things aren't exactly smooth, that's okay. We're going to call it authentic. Anyway, let's talk about this program. This program is a medley. You could call it a complex. You could call it long cycle, but I'm combining multiple kettlebell exercises into one workout. I start off with a one-handed swing. Everything is in pieces of 4. I do 4 one-handed swings. I do change hands in the middle of it. So it might go left, left to right, right to left, and then left again. But you do 4 of those. Then I switch into a clean and press. And I do 4 clean and presses. Then I go to 4 snatches. Then I bring it up to a waiter clean, waiter catch. And I do 4 figure eights up to waiter catch or waiter clean. I don't know what it's called, but I'm going through my legs, around the outside and back up. So it's basically a deadlift with rotation in it. That's a great exercise. In between each one of those, I do 3 hot potatoes where I'm kind of shifting the kettlebell from side to side. When you end up, I start with the left hand, you're doing the figure eights to clean with the right hand to the left, so then it ends up sitting on the right hand to start the next set. I am doing groups of 4, and I'm doing 6 sets. So it's 6 sets of 4, and each one of those 4 has 4 reps of everything in it. So do the math; it's a lot of reps. Each round, those 4 takes me 1 minute per round approximately, slightly under a minute when I'm fresh and the weight is light, slightly over a minute when I'm tired or the weight is heavy. So I do 4 rounds of those. That's approximately 4 minutes, and then I take a 1-minute break. I have a timer set at 5 minutes, so it's basically a 5-minute EMOM style. I'm doing 6 sets, so 6 sets of 4 is 24. That's 24 minutes of actual work. And on 5, there's 5 breaks in between the 6 sets. So it's 5 minutes of rest. So it's a 29-minute workout total. I am using a 25-pound kettlebell. Based on everything that's online, that seems light. Kettlebell, more than any other fitness piece of equipment, seems to have an attitude of you've got to go heavy, you got to get at 24 kilograms, you got to be able to do double 32s. The kettlebell community, while very well-meaning, is also very much about strength and power. And it's while there are long cycle articles and long cycle videos out there, it's usually people that have gotten really good and really strong, and they're trying to long cycle with tons of weight. For me personally, my heaviest kettlebell is a 40-pound bell. I've done snatches with it. I've done all the exercises, but my body feels better when I go longer with lighter. So that's what I'm doing. I am 55 years old. I have been broken down. Kettlebell was one of the primary things that helped fix me. So I love kettlebell. But I also know that feeling good, having felt bad, feeling good is the single most important thing. Waking up in the morning and feeling good, not worrying about aches and pains, being able to do whatever I want with my body, being flexible, having movement, having balance. I love that. And so anything that puts that at risk, I am wary of. And when I throw around heavy kettlebells, I just am more likely to get tweaked. Let's see, talking about long cycle, talking about this medley exercise, this is, I don't want to say advanced, but it's certainly not beginner. If you're starting out with kettlebells, there are 6 foundational kettlebell exercises. There's a swing, a squat, a clean, a press, a get up, and a snatch. 3 of them are ballistic, where the movement of the kettlebell you use the momentum of the kettlebell to start your next rep. 3 of them are grinds, where the kettlebell mostly stays still or you're not moving it around quite as much, and it's body exercises. I would recommend do lots and lots and lots of reps of each one of them into the thousands, 10,000. You have to learn all of those exercises. And again, when you talk about going up in weight, every single rep you do is a chance to get better. Your technique gets better, your body gets better, you get more comfortable with it. Somebody that's done 10,000 reps of snatch is more fluent with snatch than somebody that's done 2,000 reps, even if those reps are with a higher weight. The other thing is, because you're not as fluent, your form, your technique might not be quite as good, which leads to a higher chance of injury. So higher weight plus worse form is a bad combination. When I was starting out, I started doing volume and density. I would do 8 sets of 10, 10 sets of 10, 12 sets of 10, and then I would immediately move up to higher weight as soon as I could. Looking back on it, keep the weight small, do tons and tons and tons of reps. If I could do it over again, that's what I would do. In this particular case, that's what I'm doing with this. I started out just kind of working through this program with a really light weight just to see if I could do it. And then I started adding 25. I eventually phased out the lightweight. I'm doing 25. I added more sets. I added more reps. So this is a work in progress, but I'm pretty happy with where we are. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great day. Go get better.